Hi, I'm Jazz, and welcome to my fourth video. I know I said I would post one a while ago, but I've just gotten busy and a bit insecure, which is interesting in terms of the processes of making these videos. At the beginning I was hesitant, and then I became more confident, but then I found myself again a bit fearful of doing them. There's a certain degree of vulnerability, I think, in exposing yourself in this way, and also they kind of end up being very personal, so I think that makes it challenging too. So hopefully I will manage to get in a few more before the deadline of April 19th. And so in this fourth video, I wanted to talk about the concept of self-respect. Particularly, I want to draw on legal analysis. So I think one of the objectives of courses where the focus of study is not on traditional law in the sense of case law or legislation. Our aim is to understand that the law is more broader and is everywhere, and to understand how legal analysis can be useful in analyzing the law that's all around us. I mean, I like to think of it in terms of like what is traditionally taught in law school as the tip of the iceberg, and then everything else is kind of below the water, and we don't necessarily see it unless we try to expose it. And so that's what I'm going to do in this video by focusing on some of the ways that law functions through interpersonal relationships. And I thought self-respect would be useful because I recently heard a critique where the gist of it is to tell someone that they should show some self-respect. And so I thought, first of all, I guess I find it striking how this form of critique is very gendered and classed. So the gendered element is often, when you hear show some self-respect in reference to someone who is female identifying, it's often done in a way that's meant to be disparaging of, say, a liberal sexuality. And the classed element is often demonstrated in how, particularly the homeless population, can often be conceived of as lacking self-respect, and that's why they don't find a job or something to that effect. So that's kind of the power analysis, but I thought I'd try to unpack some of the ways that it functions in between people. So how when someone makes that critique of like, you need to show some self-respect, it's interesting because it shows something that's lacking in the other person, as opposed to, say, a critique that focuses on a behavior or an action, which is like, maybe instead of saying show some self-respect, one could say, instead of you should not do this, you should do this for X, Y, Z, as opposed to almost hollowing out the person that this critique is lodged against. And it's very culturally constructed, as we can see with the class and gendered elements. So that's all for now. I thought it would be just interesting to kind of do the exercise of unpacking a particular context through a form of legal analysis. And also I just wanted to do a quick video so that I can get back into the hang of doing these, and maybe I'll do a follow-up one that kind of furthers this analysis. So thank you for watching, and I'd love to hear how you feel about this, and whether it is useful to kind of try to apply legal analysis beyond traditional areas of law. All right, bye.